Yeah, so I'm watching this movie right now on Netflix online. The magic of the internet. Um, it's called Maxed Out. It's a documentary by the same guy that wrote or that did the Super Size Me, where he ate all the McDonald's forever and then almost died from liver disease or something. Um, I drink alcohol. Why would I do that? Whatever. Anyways, it's called Maxed Out. It's about all these people in the that get into credit card debt or debt in general with banks and whatever, and the miserable lives that they lead afterwards. I'm only like 30 something minutes into it, and I just was having all these thoughts running through my head about the movie that I'm gonna do this review in pieces because I want to talk about it as it happens. They were trying to portray like the debtors, the debt collectors actually, as like the antagonists of the picture here, and they were showing them sitting at this little dining room or this fancy restaurant. They had their Armandale and all this other crap, and they're sipping their Pellegrinos or whatever that water is called, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool right there. And the guys are just laughing about it. Yeah, we just collect, It's like what analogy? He said, we just push the people until they pay. I look at it like a pirate ship. I walk them on the plank till they're about to jump, and then right before they jump, I pull them back in, and then they pay the money, and I get rich. And they're making them look like, and then they cut back to some old fat lady with a beard sitting on a couch with her retarded son, and she's like, the lawyer took me. Well, no crap, the lawyer freaking took you for all your, or the collector took you for all your freaking money. You're freaking stupid. That's why I can see this happening. Read a book. Holy crap. I don't know. Call it cruel, but I call it genius. That's what I call it. I so want to be a debt collector right now. That's like the smartest thing I've ever seen. These people were stupid enough to spend money they don't have on things they didn't need, I'm sure. Be smart and you will not be broke. My advice. I'm getting back to the film. I'm going to pause this or stop it. I'll do another cut and mix it in. I don't know how to do all that, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so now they're talking all this more crap about, I don't know, still people being broke and getting debt. The lady was like, the collectors are calling me and they're harassing me about giving them all this money. Lady, you owe them this money. That's why they're calling. It's not harassment, it's collection. Do you understand that? You took money from them with the intent of paying them back. You haven't paid them back. They're calling you to get it back. Doesn't make sense to you? It makes sense to me. If I give somebody $5 and they say, alright, I'll give it back to you on Monday. On Monday, if I'm still $5 less, what do you think I'm going to be doing? Where my money? Where my money? Family Guy, Stewie, Brian, no, where my money? No, alright, whatever. And so then they went around and they talked to some more people who were broke. One lady got confused as her daughter, and her daughter was dead, but they thought she was dead, and then instead of trying to help her out, they just called her a criminal and thought that she did it on purpose to be able to file the claim. I don't know, some madness that doesn't really matter. She was sobbing over the glitch in the system, yada yada yada. Of course the company's not going to try to fix that. They're banking off you. What do you expect? Even if that happened to me, I would be upset, sure, who wouldn't? Human nature. But I would understand. Pretend I was the company. I wouldn't care that I'm one little person like myself is getting, shafted. Who cares? I'm this one person in billions. To a company like that, one person doesn't matter. It's just a life that's not theirs, or their companies, or their employees. And even their employees they don't really give a crap about, whatever. Then they went so far as to show this preacher. Now, I stopped it right after the preacher was done talking, so they may be using it in a good way, they may be using it in a bad way, I don't really know yet. But the preacher was like, give your money, I don't know what, whenever people come to me with financial problems, and I ask them, well, what's the budget look like, what's the spending look like, what? And when I look at the budget, and if I don't see the offerings to God at the top, then I tell them, well, there's a problem right there. Okay, buddy, check this out. If you, I'm not gonna, if you put your problems in God's hands, I'm not gonna fault you for that. whatever it takes to get by, right? I'm not the one to say, hey, believe in God, hey, don't believe in God. You know, whatever makes your day happy, go for it. But if you do believe in God, this is preaching. I'm not going to preach. Well, do you really think he's getting that money that you're throwing up to a preacher? I'm just asking. You're putting in this little basket that goes to the guy, and he holds it up and I guess blesses it or something. I don't know what they do with that money. But, yeah, I mean, it's not going to God. If you believe in a God, then you should know better than to know that that money is not going to him. It's not going to help him. It's not doing any... I don't know. That's weirdness. I don't even think about stuff like that. It makes my little fuzzy head explode. So, I don't even try to grasp all those concepts. Whatever. Bottom line, if you believe that guy, that putting the majority of your money into the church is going to help you get out of debt, you're only fooling your freaking self. That's all I'm trying to say. Use the money to pay off the debt. How about that? Whoa, that would make... No, that's too smart. No, that makes no sense. A creditor's calling, or a collector's calling you saying, hey, we need this money because you owe it to us. Well, I'm going to give it to the church, and that will make all my problems vanish. You know, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry to break that. It doesn't work that way. Whatever. A little bit of the movie left. I'll be back in a sec. Alright. I'm not a fan of the government. I'm not a fan of the church. I don't oppose either. I just don't really, pour money into them. I just don't support them. That's the word. Yes, okay, I was in the army. I fought in Iraq. The pay was good, and I was young, looking for adventure. You know what do you do there? Different strokes for these different folks that I know, mainly me. When I was just a baby fetus, Jeremy, I started this thing called life. By the time I was 6, I realized, hey, there's a chance I could live to be 80-something. Life doesn't end at 18 when you move out of your parents' house. You feel me? All these people were saying, well, I didn't expect this, and I got married, and I didn't expect this, and I didn't... Anything can happen. I expect everything. Anything that could happen to me. Now, I don't worry about it. I don't, I do have a retirement fund set up and money that a couple $1,000s I could pull out in case I'm hurting. Smart? Yes. Did it take a lot of effort? No. Was it hard? No. That's what she said. This movie's just going off on all the wrong, cylinders here. I don't like it. I mean, I liked the movie. It was good. These two kids, their mothers were talking throughout the movie, and they were crying. So I figured, the kids were in debt, and I figured, all right, I'm guessing the kids killed themselves if they were in debt. All right. One of the mothers, her son hung himself because he was, okay, she said, my son came to me and he said, I don't know how I got in debt, mother. He had 12 credit cards and was $12,000 in debt. You don't know how you got into debt? You're crazy. You are freaking crazy. But I don't care how bad it gets. If I could be $1 million in debt, I would never kill myself. I would push a buggy up and down Tennessee Street out here collecting glass bottles or eating at the homeless shelter. Screw that. I can still have fun as a homeless man. I mean, I might even get lucky and get thrown in jail. 3 meals a day and plenty of companions. Whatever. I got like a minute left, so I'm going to end this with a review of the movie. The movie was... It offered a lot of insight into the problems that credit can cause people, but it does nothing to help solve those problems. It's like those people that you always hear complaining about stuff. 95% of the people on this planet complain. The other 4% don't complain but don't care. It's because they don't care, and then the other 1% are actually trying to find answers to the solutions to the problems. That's it. This movie complains and offers no answers. Check it out if you want to find out how bad people's lives are that are in debt.